Welcome to another session, students. The next question in the first unit of programming is exploring various steps involved in development of computer program. So what are the various steps in a computer program? A computer program is a step-by-step instruction to execute a task. Okay, this details we have discussed in earlier session, and here particularly the steps in development of a program is statement. We have to have a statement of the problem, development of the solution, coding, testing and debugging, and documentation. So in order to write a program, you have to include all these steps. Particularly, you have to understand what is the purpose of the program. The purpose can be explained or written in a statement as a statement. Like you can say simple heading, what you are going to solve with the program. What is the purpose? What is the end task that is going to be completed by executing the program? The next one is development of solution. You have to plan step by step how to execute that program. And once you plan the step by step process, you will start working on the coding part, any language, by taking any language. So first, if you can see the statement of the problem, it is called the definition of the problem, can be written down by the problem in clear statement. You have to have a clear statement. Better problem definition results in faster and accurate solution. This is like if you understand a problem in simple statement, you can think of better solutions. Next one is development of solution, that is solution development. This is the creative part of the programming process. At this stage, we have to construct a step-by-step procedure of the solution. The useful tools in the independent development of the solution are algorithm and flowchart. Particularly these two, algorithm, as we have, it is a step-by-step procedure written in words. Flowchart means it is a diagrammatic representation. Okay, next one is coding. The next step in the programming is coding. This is the process of converting a solution, that is an algorithm, into a computer understandable language. Very clearly, it is computer understandable language, either written in 0 or 1, any language, C, C hash, Python, R, anything that is understandable by the computer. Programmer has to choose a particular programming language, as said C, CPP, C hash, Java, HTML, etc. Next one is, once you write the program, you have to check it. Generally, we will see a quality check, right, for any product or anything. So you have quality checking for the program also. That process is called testing and debugging, whether the written program is executed in a smooth process or not, and the desired results are getting from the program or not. And you have to reprogram when there are any errors. You have to minimize the errors in the program. And particularly, the problem statement has to be solved. Next one is documentation. Finally, it has to be, once the program is successfully executed, the final step in the programming process is called documentation. Documentation of the program consists of a detailed procedure of operation of the program, how each step is executed, which steps take care of which purpose to execute the program. Everything is documented. It is like step-by-step explanation of the program. Which step in the algorithm part of the program is executing which task. Okay, so this is called documentation. These are the 5 steps in the program, computer program, that are statement of the problem, development of the solution, coding, testing and debugging, and documentation. Okay, so let us move to the next question in the unit, that is, what is the difference between algorithm and flowchart? An algorithm is a step-by-step instructions written as a program, and flowchart is a diagrammatical representation of the algorithm, particularly for solving a problem or executing a task. Algorithm, which we have already seen the definition, and what are the uses of the algorithm. Algorithms are used in various fields. As said, it is a step-by-step instruction to execute a specific task. This can be used in computer programming, mathematics, psychology, any industry, banking. Banking is one such industry which is uses algorithms in a huge manner. Algorithms can be used to make our daily tasks simpler. You might write your own algorithm for baking a cake, any food, any task, any work you take, you can write an algorithm for. It is a step-by-step process that can be clearly understood by any person to execute and to perform the task. Okay, next one is flowchart, which is a diagrammatical representation of the task. And uses of flowchart include, like they can be used in simplest understanding how the process, what is the direction of the process. Like you can see, if you can see, algorithm is like a manual, whereas flowchart is a diagrammatical representation. Diagrammatical representation is always very useful in understanding any process. But however, to represent the diagram, we need the instruction. That is an algorithm. Both flowchart and algorithm are dependent on each other. Okay, flowcharts are used in business processes, any processes where a lot of directional and knowledge oriented tasks to be executed. There we can use the flowcharts. Okay, factory recruitment, materials, movement of the materials, etc. Next, difference between the algorithms and flowcharts. The basic difference between algorithms and flowcharts is that an algorithm explains how a certain process is followed, a problem is solved in a step-by-step step. On the other hand, flowchart is a graphical representation of various steps that need to be followed and may not be have detailed instructions. It is directional. However, algorithm is detailed, how the tasks are done. The flowchart can represent an algorithm. The flowchart is a pictorial representation, while algorithm explains the logic or procedure. This is instruction oriented. So this is the main difference between algorithm and flowchart. So coming to the next question in this unit is, what are the desirable properties of a computer program? A few important characteristics of a computer program should possess as follows. What is it? A computer program should be portable. Even you love portable devices like mobile phone, right? Mobile recorders, all these things. In modern generation, a human being wants portability. Portability is a simple solution to avoid heavy burdens like lengthy processes. So portability refers to the ability of an application to run on different platforms with or without minimal changes. Even that portability is like the versatility where they can be executed in any part of the program, any platform. Okay, next one is readability. The program should be understandable in such a way that any programmer with basic knowledge can understand, particularly follow the language without taking much effort. The next one is, the program should be efficient. Every program requires certain processing time, memory to process the instructions and data. Particularly, efficiency means the way it executes, the way it utilizes the resources. Efficient utilization of resources will make the task executed in an easy manner. Okay. Next one is, it should be structured. Structured means it should be properly designed. To develop a program, the task must be broken down into a number of subtasks. That is, in designing a program, you have to know the subtasks of the main task. These subtasks are developed independently, and each task is able to perform the assigned job without the help of any other subtasks. So if all the subtasks are executed, the main task will be automatically executed. This is the main purpose of structurality. So next one is flexibility. The program should be flexible enough to handle most of the changes without having to rewrite the program. Means it should solve multiple purposes without modification. So while designing the program itself, the programmer should think what are all possibilities this program can execute, or what are the requirements of the client. Okay. Next one is generality. Apart from flexibility, the program should also be general. Generality means that if a program is developed for a particular task, then it should also be for similar tasks of same domain. Means this program is portable to other systems also, so other areas also. So once this is in additional to flexibility. Flexibility means it should be able to resolve many other simple tasks in the same program. In generality means the other platforms also should be able to use this one. Next one is documentation. Documentation is a part of program. So documentation is also further, it is a characteristic of the program. Documentation is one of the most important component of the application development. So each program should have what is it is going to address, what are its limitations, any error, or what is the flexibility and applicability of the program. So these are the characteristics of the program. The first characteristic is portability. The second characteristic is readability. Third one is efficiency. Next one is structural, flexibility, generality, and documentation. So these are the characteristics of a program. Okay, so I here end this session. In the next session, we will continue the unit. Thank you so much. Have a great day.